Yo, what is good, YouTubes? This is your boy, the NYC, and tonight I am joined by the Shredder Reviews, both father and son present on the podcast tonight. How's it going, guys?
Good.
How you doing, Rick?
I am good, man. I watched a few of your videos on my, very hectic train ride home. Sorry I'm a little bit late. In New York City, when you take the train, it's always something crazy, like you just be on the train car, and it'll be like, we have been stalled because a man is fighting the air on the subway station. Or, a random person is on the track. We had to stop the car. Like, just crazy stuff like that. It's just New York, So it's
That's
one of those
right.
moments.
On our way to church the other day, we were late because there was cows stuck in the middle of the road. So,
That's awesome. What's that?
That is true. That there was a cow.
Wow.
There's a cow in the road.
Is that like normal for you guys?
No.
No, not that normal.
But it is normal for the car to break down during.
Well, we own a Ford, so yeah.
You know what's crazy is I love the name of your channel, but there's this one dude I saw, like, he was talking smack about you guys, man.
Oh, the turtles beat you again, Shredder. Come in, Shredder. Shredder, you incompetent, circling cretin. Wrong, my dear Shredder. Shredder, you're an insane power mad fiend. Shredder, you idiot.
Do you guys know that guy? Is that too old?
He was alive. I thought you took him out.
Like Krang. Why did you get the name the Shredder Reviews, by the way? Why did you use that?
I watch YouTube all the time, and I used to watch there's like Shredder videos where like you have like Coca-Cola bottles or like watermelon, and then you put it in a shredder. And then
Is that what you stay up late on your weekends watching?
Not anymore.
Oh no, you watch cat videos.
Yeah, I watch those videos too on TikTok where like they have those machines that like crush stuff, and it's like oddly satisfying for some reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like they crush like a Play-Doh and then it just like explodes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why. I watched the same thing. How did you get started with your YouTube channel? Like, how did that come about?
Well, at first I wanted like a fun YouTube channel, like without any knives, just like doing fun stuff. But then Dad said no.
No, I'm joking. That's it. Go ahead.
Dad said, you know what? You have to do knife videos. I don't care what you say.
That's not what I said. I said if you do. Whoa. Okay, see, okay. So, you wanted to do a YouTube video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and since in his first video, he wanted to fill up a pool with plastic balls. And then, and then jump it. Okay, I don't have 50,000 plastic balls. I do have a lot of knives. So that's that's good.
You can't fill the pool with knives and jump in it. That's not a good idea.
No.
Get a lot of views, but
yeah, I know. It'll be the last video you make. But I mean, no, that's definitely a thing. People do stuff like that on YouTube, and it's kind of a silly idea, but there is definitely like an avenue for those videos. But I'm glad that you guys are doing these knife reviews. I've watched some of the Mondays with Mama videos, and it's just the reason why I did this podcast is I wanted to take people that were interesting to me in the knife community and put them on here. And, no matter the size of the channel, like if I'm interested in what they're doing, which I definitely was with you guys, I've never seen a family oriented like knife channel before. So,
Mama did that reluctantly.
Yeah.
But she's all like, I watch these videos on my lunch break now. I'm like, yo, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Right?
How long have you guys had a YouTube channel?
6 months.
6 months.
6 months. Yeah. He came to me last year and he said, Dad, I really want to have a YouTube channel. So I thought about stuff we could do.
But he was nervous about doing the knives because he didn't think everyone would take me seriously because I'm only 9 years old.
You're right. That's true. I did. Yeah. You're right. Actually, at the time you were 8. It's true. You know, I didn't know how people would receive them. But I thought it'd be a lot of fun, and if nothing else, we have the memory, right? I mean, we'd have a good time doing it.
Yeah.
So he said he was willing to put in the work.
That's the thing about YouTube. It's like you have to put in the work, and after some time, you know, it'll just develop into your own thing. Like my channel was completely different when I first started 4 years ago. And it really didn't take off until last year when I started the podcast. And then people were like, man, this guy's really good at talking and being silly. And it was just something different in a usually like quite buttoned up kind of, you know, space where like, I'm just so silly. And I love knives
you really
too.
laid back.
Yeah. And I have like a bunch of knives on my table. There are knives everywhere here too. You know what I mean? But I'm not like.
Good. We've got knives.
Yeah, well, you know what? Let's go with that right now. Well,
we're under us.
We do, yeah. We stole your sister's table.
Yeah.
What did you guys carry today?
So, hey, you want to show them the? You want to show them?
Heck yeah. Today we got a knife. We got a boxer, and
poker.
And we got it custom.
Nice.
Wow. If you can see that, it says Shredder on it.
Oh, that's amazing. Is that which Boker is that?
I knew you were gonna ask that. Grab that box. Carl Ruger made it for us and sent it to him. We just got it in the mail, man.
That's amazing.
We also have a miniature version.
The stubby stripe.
Wow, that's so cool.
Nebu Cloud sent you that one, Jason from Nebu Cloud, and then Carl Ruger sent him. It's the stripe drop in red.
Nice. I got a Boker in the mail today too. A buddy of mine sent me a Kalashnikov.
No donut. No donut.
I have that. Another buddy sent that one in, but he also sent this insane thing in the same package. He sent me the mini Dessert Warrior, and he sent me the extra large Kalashnikov, which is like it's so unnecessary. I know. It's too much.
Can you carry that in New York?
I do not carry any of the autos at all. I just because I can't like carry it. You know, if I get searched or anything, like I'm gonna get in big trouble. So I what I carried today though is another one that came in the same package as that blue Boker, the Kalashnikov. I got the Kaiser Flashbang Scully. This is a pretty cool one. You've got like you got like a titanium with a skull engraving on it. And I've never actually had this knife before. It's very, very cool. This is what I carried today.
I love how the back of the blade goes up like that. That's cool.
Yeah. It's definitely a blade I wouldn't want to sharpen necessarily because it'd be really hard to do that because of the recurve. But yeah, I'm glad that I get to check these knives out. You know, I don't know if you know this, but this channel survives on people just sending stuff in to me. Whether it's to keep, whether it's to donate for a giveaway, whether it's to loan it to me. I have really only bought maybe 2 knives in the past year and a half. And everything else is like from viewer participation. You know what I mean? So it's really awesome. And I see that people are sending you stuff already. That's amazing.
That is really cool, man. No, we've been blessed. I mean, we are so thankful and grateful, man. People just I mean, we got 2 boxes in the mail today. We're just blessed. It's really cool, man. This community is amazing.
It is. That's the one thing that keeps me in it. It's just the people are so cool. I've been in entertainment before. I was a DJ. I was on TV. I've done a bunch of stuff. And once I made my first knife video 4 years ago, and I saw like the responses people were giving, and people were just so amazing to me and welcoming that like I've just stayed in it. I never made money off the channel. I think this is the first time I'm actually making some money, and I put all my time and effort into it. I am lucky that I have a wife, basically, because all I do is make YouTube videos, and then I answer comments and DMs, and then when I'm at my shop, I'm also editing videos, and then on Sunday, which is the only day off I have, we do one podcast with my fiance, basically. So it's like I'm doing YouTube then too on our day off. So it's like I really do it like a full-time job, you know?
Well, no, you do, and you put out a lot of content, man. You really do.
I try, man. Metal Complex is such an inspiration, and he just posts like 3 times a day.
Oh,
do you watch him?
If that's what you're going for, that's great, but that is not what we're trying to do. We can't do that many.
Yeah, no, you know what it is? It's like,
oh, I can't edit that quick. I can't do it.
No, and you know, there's different sort of strategies to it. It's like I always tell this to people: if you're having fun doing it, that's what you should be doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's basically it. If you're having fun doing it, just do it that way. If it's not like stressing you out and like imposing too much on family or like life, then you should do it. I mean, for me, it's just this is the pace that works for me, you know?
Right. Right now, we're trying to do 3 to 4 videos a week.
Yeah.
And
that's good.
When we put out like a 10-minute video, we typically have like 30, 40 minutes of content that we like edit down to like 10 minutes. So it takes a little while to edit them.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you structure it at all? Like you have like any points that you want to hit, or you kind of just talk and see what happens?
Well, go ahead. We're trying to get better at that. Go ahead.
But most of the time we just talk and get better at it.
Yeah. We're trying to, like, the actual knife reviews, we're trying to make sure we actually list, I don't know, the things people want to hear about the knives. And instead of just randomly talking, we're trying to get better at that. Yeah, we're working on that one.
I think what I like about your channel is just like the chemistry between everyone, whether it's Mondays with Mama or just you two. It's like it's just a good vibe, you know, like when I watch your videos, and I think that's gonna translate well to viewing of other people, you know. But just keep going, you know, that's the thing.
Thank you. No, and I appreciate that. And the most fun we have, though, is actually testing the knives.
Yes.
And hard, right? I mean, that's your favorite part, yeah? Yeah. What, do you have a favorite one that we've done, like hard?
That's tough.
The car?
Yes.
There's a car, huh? When we ran it over with the car? Yeah, that was fun. We ran over the Kershaw Cannonball with the car. That was fun.
What happened to it?
It was fine. No scratches, no dents, no chips.
Wow.
Tough knife, man.
That's amazing. Do you have a favorite knife?
Ooh. Ooh, he got serious.
My 3 favorites.
3? This is only an hour-long podcast, man. Go ahead. Show them, buddy.
So the first one is this one.
Wow. Very cool.
It's custom made.
Mississippi, but Donovan 2 sent you that.
Wow. That's awesome.
My second favorite has got to be the Boker shredder.
One you just
got. I like that. Yeah, the one that you just showed me. Wow, that's amazing. I like the color on that.
Mm-hmm. You got one more? You said you got 3?
Very cool.
More.
All right.
My third favorite is one that we got today too. It's a CRKT.
James G Adventure.
Yes.
Is that like the minimalist kind of, or?
Nice, good, nice work, man.
Is that what that is? But it's like a improv kind of one. Okay, very cool. I like that. I like that cleaver blade on that.
Yeah, it's a mini cleaver.
Yeah, very, very cool. I like that. Do you like folding? Do you like folding knives better or fixed blades?
I like fixed blades better because folders they might close on you like the Hudson Bay. I mean no,
What was that? It was the Camillus bushcrafter.
Yeah, the Camillus bushcrafter. I was hitting the manzanita tree, a dead one, and I was hitting it on the blade, and then I hit it. Like the last time I hit it, the whole thing closes on me.
Oh, yeah. And you got cut real bad, or?
No, I didn't get cut at all, thankfully.
Wow.
Man,
have you ever gotten
great views though?
Have you ever gotten cut before?
Many times.
Just like all of us, this is the thing. If you play with knives, you're gonna get cut. As long as you practice safety, it's all good. It's just a thing that happens.
The worst one was the off-grid what is it called? Off-grid fat boy.
Okay, good job. You were closing it, right? And you closed it on your finger?
Oh yeah, I was closing it, and mine is like a little hard to close. I went it's a button lock. I went to close it, but then my finger was there, and then I was pushing really hard on the back, so then it would close, and then I was pushing on the back like this, and then it slipped and it got in between my thumb.
Yeah.
Wow.
But you haven't done that again, have you?
No.
That happened to me recently, actually, with a really, really good knife. I don't know where it is. It was a ZT 0801. The lock bar on that one is kind of tough to push in. So I was like pushing it in, right? And then I was also pushing down on the blade here, and then it just snapped on my thumb, just like yesterday. So not too bad though. It broke skin, but it didn't like bleed a lot, which I was so surprised. I was like, well, that's gonna do something, but really lucky. Sometimes they're tricky, man. Them locks can be tricky. You got to be real careful. How do you guys plan your videos? Like, what do you do? Is it just random, or you get something in, you unbox it, or do you plan anything out?
Most of the time, we kind of like, if we get like an unboxing, like a few days later, then we'll test it or something. So we don't really, or some of them we plan. Like Mondays with Mama, we plan.
Yeah, this week was a little different because you hurt your hand playing football.
Yeah.
So we couldn't do some of the hard testing. But we do try to plan like the next like 3 knives. I'm not gonna lie, we're not very good at. We're supposed to do an unboxing, and then like a week later test the knife, and we're not really the best at staying on schedule.
I'm terrible at it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I am so bad at it. I've been at it a long time. I just don't know what I'm doing still.
I mean, at least we're not the only ones.
Yeah, definitely not. No, some people are so like strict and structured with it, with how they plan their videos. It's like Monday I'm gonna do this, Tuesday I'm gonna do this. I'm trying to get there, because it does kind of like allow the people that watch you to know what to expect. Like for example, every Tuesday I'm gonna put out an EDC fits kind of video where I like, for EDC guys, like we don't really care about the clothing that much. Our outfit is what you carry, right? So I call it EDC fits, and then I'll have like a hang. Last week I had a Batman Hank with a real steel metamorph in blue. Yeah, that's that video. So everything was blue in that one, right? So I'm gonna do something like that every Tuesday, and I think people will expect that every Tuesday you're gonna get an EDC fits video from me. You guys have Mondays with Mama, which is awesome. So people expect that. I think it's like a cool thing. It's kind of like, I always tell people that want to do YouTube and are kind of like putting a lot of work into it, like you guys are. 3 to 4 videos a week is not easy. That's a lot of work, And I always say this, like, you have to treat your YouTube channel as if like you were a TV show. You know what I mean? And people are going to be watching you. Let's say let's say I started watching you guys today, and then 5 years later, I'm still watching the Shredder reviews. Like, you know, it's like I grew up with you, basically.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's kind of like when you. Right. It's kind of like when you watch a sitcom when you were growing up. You know what I mean? It's like you grew up with these people. So that's I treat my channel like as if it's a show, you know, and people just know what to expect on Tuesday. Oh, they're going to do the EDC Fits thing. And every Friday I do a podcast. Every Monday I'm going to do a live podcast from now on. So I'm trying to get structured with it too. What do you guys do?
On Monday, or we don't exactly do Mondays with Mama on Monday. We only post it on Monday.
Yeah, we try to record it on Sunday. Yeah, it is true. Yeah, we record it on Sunday.
Monday we have school.
Yep. Yeah, you do, and I got work.
Yes.
So try to record it on the weekend, and we go through and we text people and we ask them how they're doing. That people like Steve C Designs, you know, he went through surgery, that sort of stuff. See how they're doing and make sure it's okay. Yeah. We give an update, and that's a lot of fun. We're really trying to keep everybody updated because this community really does care. It's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good avenue to do, actually, is just like update with the people that are within, because like the knife community is very big, but you have your own like smaller community for your channel. And that's a really cool thing, man. Building a community is like the most important thing.
Yeah, I agree. And then we try to do one on Wednesday. We would do one on Saturday, but everybody and their brother releases on Saturday. So we do like Sunday or Friday.
Yeah. I'm trying to just hit every day and it's tough. But the thing with me is, since I have so many podcasts, right, there should be no excuse for me not to put up a video, because let's say I film all my videos like in the morning, right before I go to work. Right. And if I didn't get to film a video, you know, whether like I'm running late or something, I could always put up like a clips episode, like some highlights from a past podcast. Right. Yeah, and just upload that. I also post those on Instagram on my stories, like the funny bits, you know what I mean? And it allows people who don't have necessarily 20 minutes or 10 minutes to just watch a 4-minute video and like enjoy it, you know? So that's kind of my strategy with it. I don't always post a video that's new. Sometimes I'll do clips. But it's definitely helped me, you know? So I'm glad that you guys have a structure.
No, it's smart, man. And the one of the ones you just posted was the one with Neve's knives, man. That would just had us like laughing so hard. That was good. Yeah. That was a fun one. But you posted a few clips from that.
Yeah, I love those guys, people, man. Yeah, I think they are actually they've returned to the show more than anyone else. I think when I first had them on, they weren't as big as they are now. You know, I think they were like at less than 1,000 subscribers, man. And I was.
They blew up.
Yeah, I was the first person to comment on any of their videos, and I was like, you guys have something special. And I think you should keep going. And then they did, and look what happened. So that's the thing with YouTube. You know, sometimes like you'll just catch the algorithm, and then you gotta just go. You know what I mean?
Right.
So you know I'm sure that moment will come for you guys.
We are very thankful. I mean, we're just under 300 subs at 6 months, and for us, I mean, that's pretty cool.
We're only at 294.
Not that he's counting.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, you've got a family-friendly knife channel, so that is a new avenue for people to hop on. You know, if they want to watch it with their kids or something like that, like who are knife people, they can do. This is a good way to introduce them into it. And that's one thing that I can see happening for you guys. You know, that's really cool. That's why I'm like, I gotta have these guys on, because they're just doing something different. That's what I like doing. Yeah, dude, it's really great. You know what?
We're very humbled to be on here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope you still feel that way after.
Welcome to another exciting edition of Are You Garbage? The show where you find out if your favorite comedians are classy individuals or absolute trash.
That is the intro from the Are You Garbage podcast. That is not my idea. They're comedians, H. Foley and Kevin James Ryan. Please go check out the podcast. They do this segment better than me. this is not trashing on people or making fun of people, because a lot of the things that I love are considered garbage. So it's actually a way to go down memory lane or get some nostalgia with the guest. And it's very effective at doing that. You know what I mean? I don't know if you watched the Big Red episode, but there was a lot of things I learned about Big Red that I didn't know. You guys were on, you know what? Let's talk about that a little bit first. You guys were on Big Red's channel chat?
Yes.
How did that go? Like, how did that come about?
Good.
Well, yeah, okay. So he does. Big Red messaged me on Instagram and just said, "Hey, man, I do this thing called channel chat. Are you guys willing to be a part of it?" He was the very first one, and you're number 2 to ask us to be on any sort of podcast or anything. And he was just, dude, he is the nicest guy you ever want to meet, man.
So nice, so nice.
Yeah,
yeah.
And he sent my son Ezekiel a box afterwards of just we kind of broke a few of the knives already that he sent us, but 3 of them, yeah. But it was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Was he cool with it?
Oh yeah, yeah. He didn't. Well, he didn't. I don't know. Actually, he hasn't talked to me for a while. I don't know why. No, I'm sure.
What knives were they?
So there were tack assault knives?
Tack assault knives, like Schrade type knives, fixed blade.
Cool. Oh man,
yeah, it was fun. But yeah, we broke the handle off like 3 of them.
One of them, the handle just cracked on me. The other one, I was chopping, and then the blade came flying off.
Wow.
Yeah, he's gnarly.
And the third one, so far it hasn't done much. It's
it hasn't broken yet. Right? Yeah.
Well, not that I've seen.
That's so funny. Oh man, since you like fixed blades, right? I'm gonna show you a really cool one that I picked up recently. Before we play this game, this is the only custom fixed blade that I own. I bought it from Eugene Kwan of Dashboard Reviews fame. I don't know if you've ever watched his channel. He's one of the only other Asian knife reviewers on YouTube. But I picked this up. This is from Oloni or Olo Knives.
Look at that.
That's
cool.
Awesome.
Man.
So this is nice. So this is the blade. It's CTS XHP blade steel. You've got green linen micarta and then coconut micarta on the scales. Just absolutely beautiful. He sold it to me for $100. I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
What?
I'm like,
wow.
Yeah, of course. And it's the first actual custom I've ever owned. It's so funny because I told him, I was like, I just cannot say no to this Korean man because he's the 2 knives that I bought in the past year and a half, they're both from him.
That's good. He makes good knives. That's good.
Yeah. So he bought that from Oloni. I don't know how to pronounce the name. And then he just had it laying around. So he was like, I'm in a group chat with a knife YouTube elites. I don't know if you guys know this. That's what I call them. You know, dudes
nice.
like
you don't ride.
Yeah, like dudes like Slicey Dicey, Metal Complex, Epic Snuggle Bunny, Nick Shabazz. They're all chatting all day.
Wow.
So he posted, the knife there, and he's like, "Anyone want to buy this for $100? And I'll throw in some other knives like Civivis and things like that." And I was like, "I do," and I just bought it right then. Like, yeah, I got it. I don't have any customs like you guys. So yeah, this is one of the cool ones. Are you guys ready to play this game?
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So
Here we go.
The first question is a very basic question. Growing up, did you have a glass of milk with dinner?
No.
That's the classy answer.
Yes and no, because I used to have chocolate milk.
I love chocolate milk. I don't know if I could say anything bad about that. But the thing is,
had to go outside and milk a goat in order to get milk growing up when I was a kid.
But did you drink it with dinner?
Yes.
Wow. So I never understood that, right? Like I've eaten some weird stuff in my life since I came from a third world country. I came from the Philippines. I've eaten weird things, man. You know, I've had snakes, I've had frogs, you know, I've had dog before.
Have not had dog.
Yeah, I've had a lot of I've had It wasn't by choice. It wasn't by choice. It was already cooked. And I walked out to the dinner table. It just looked like stew, man. I didn't know what it was. They didn't tell me till I was like 6 years old. I'm eating it, you know. In a third world country like the Philippines in the 80s, like food is like when you have it, you're gonna eat it. There's no food. So I was just eating it, and then they told me what it was, and I'm like crying, and I'm still eating it because I'm hungry, you know, like so, you know, but then I came to America and I went to a Catholic school, and I went there with a lot of like Italian Americans and stuff like that. And I went over in one of my friends' houses, and they served me a plate of spaghetti with a glass of milk. And I was like, what is happening right now? And then I had another guest on Tri-State EDC. He would eat steak with milk. I'm like, what? This is wild.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
All day long.
He drinks water not often.
Well, yeah, I'm allergic to water, but I do drink milk.
All right, you guys get a point in the trash pile in that one. Has your family ever owned a chia pet?
Do you even know what that is?
No.
I don't know if Ezekiel knows what it is. Do you know what it is?
Nope.
It's the, you know, the commercial chia, and it like grows the hair out like when it's like a plant.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you guys ever had that?
I have. Yeah.
You had that?
You had that?
Yeah.
Is that the funky looking troll thing?
Yeah.
It's like a troll looking thing?
You guys have that before?
And then like the hair grew out.
It changed color?
Yeah, see, he knows. Ezekiel knows what's up. I have always wanted a chia pet.
This is dad as soon as he hears like, what?
Hey.
What are we talking about?
And then, all right, so we're gonna give you a point for that one. How about a singing largemouth bass?
We've never ever caught a bass.
No,
it's like on the wall and it sings like Johnny Be Good or something, you know, like
for Christmas.
Yeah.
Grandpa used to put a singing bass that sang Christmas songs on the front of the door every year. Yeah. So it's motion activated and sing Christmas songs. Yeah.
My grandma has one that's not a bass, but it's Ornaments.
Mm-hmm.
And
it sings when you walk by the tree.
Activated it, and then
it's motion activated, huh?
It starts singing.
Yeah.
That must really
we're
be
so
scary.
classy. We took it off the door and put it on the Christmas tree.
Those motion activated Christmas ornaments kind of scary when you're going to the bathroom at night and they just start singing to you. I'm like, oh, hey, chill, it's Christmas. Okay, I got it.
Don't have to go to the bathroom anymore.
This is actually a pretty new one. I've only asked this to one other guest. Have you ever had to open your car door at a drive-through because your window didn't open?
Yes.
You haven't. It might be a Ford, but the windows work. I mean, come on now. I mean,
my man.
No,
that's a.
I don't.
Yeah, we have.
I've had cars that don't have any windows.
At In-N-Out. Remember at In-N-Out?
At In-N-Out?
Yeah.
We did. The window didn't work.
Yeah.
Really? Yeah. What car was that?
The Lincoln.
The Lincoln?
Yeah.
The Ford? Yeah, maybe so. I don't remember that, but I believe you.
You almost got away with that one. Let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay. All right. Do you keep bread in the freezer?
No.
Yes, we do. Yeah, listen, no. I thought my mom was full of it, and she said it can stay fresh in the freezer. When you thaw it out, it won't be soggy. And a few years ago, we tried it, and she's right.
No, she is right though. She is right for sure. But a classy individual doesn't put their bread in the freezer. I do it, but I mean, you know, I'm not classy. But okay, but the next question.
We are either.
Yeah, follow. Like I said, some of the non-classy things are awesome. So, then a follow-up question to that is, when you have bread, right? When you take the bread out and you're gonna put it back, how do you tie it back up? Do you twist tie it back up? Do you tie it in a knot, or do you take the plastic and put it underneath and use the weight of the bread to keep it closed?
You first.
Weight of the bread.
The weight of the bread. Yeah, I used to do the weight of the bread too, but then I got married, and apparently that's not the right way to do it.
It's not good. I've definitely done all three methods, but the weight of the bread one is like when you're in a pinch, like you're late for class or like work, you got to put it like that. The bread is just
supposed to keep track of the twisty thing.
Yeah, I always lose them. And like,
yeah. We used to have them for chips, and I brought them into my room in my bed, and then next thing you know, they're gone. They vanished.
Yeah. That's so funny. Okay, let's see. Have you ever used a bowl to drink out of because you didn't have any clean glasses?
I have.
I have too.
I've eaten cereal out of a mug because I didn't want to wash the bowl.
Oh, you want to know what's really weird about me? I eat popcorn out of a bowl with a spoon, so my hands don't get oily. It's weird.
With a spoon, nice.
Yeah, so my hands don't get oily. It's weird. You know, if I'm playing video games or something.
Like tongs? That might work better.
That might be. You just drop it in like this.
Dip it in the butter, and then
I know. Nacho cheese, like that's a good idea, man. It's a good idea. I'll write that down. Okay. Let's see. If I go to your house and I ask for water, what are you giving me? Bottled, Brita, or filtered, or tap water?
Ooh, what would we give? What are you drinking right now? That's water. What are you drinking? Where'd you get it from?
Fridge.
The fridge? So that would be filtered because it comes through a filter in the fridge.
Yeah. That's classier than me, actually, because I was using tap water until like a few months into the pandemic, like when I would, put the tap, because New York City tap water is pretty clean. There's a crazy filtration system, but then it started like putting sediment. It was like really murky. And I would tell my fiance, I'd tell my girl, like, I'd pretend I'm British and I'm like, sedimentary, dear Watson. And then we just started buying bottled water. Like we had no choice. So, all right. Let's see. What is your childhood grocery store, or where do you guys shop at right now? What is it called? The name of it?
Really?
Mostly Rayleigh's.
Yeah,
Rayleigh's. Is that a big chain?
Local.
Yeah.
Or local chain?
No.
Okay.
Well, it's Not Hill.
Yeah.
If that's it's smaller chain, but we do have a Walmart if we go down to the bigger cities.
Yeah, Walmart, Target.
Yeah, we got a Target. Well, yeah, if you want to be, we're a little classy, we go to Target. Okay.
Wow. That what's crazy is the lowest answer I've heard from that question is actually from my lady herself.
What's the answer? Oh, I think we lost him.
It's still rolling.
No, it's all right. We're back. Sometimes it does that. But yeah, Food Lion, probably the trashiest answer I've heard. Anything with a lion and an animal in a grocery store, I just don't think that's gonna mix really well. Okay, so let's do this. What type of frozen pizza do you guys have?
Do you know the name of it? You ever pay attention? It's the kind you eat.
It's the kind you eat.
Yeah.
No, is it like Elio's or something, or like a local brand, or?
We go DiGiorno. I'm just saying.
Dude, you guys are classier than me.
I know. That's how we roll.
when I was growing up, Elio's was a luxury, and that's like the lower branch, you know. But then like we couldn't afford Elio's, so we would buy like the grocery store versions of it, like Key Food frozen pizza. It was so bad,
right?
It's just like toast with spaghetti sauce.
Now, my parents, they didn't believe in that sort of frozen nothing, so they made their own pizza. And I love my parents to death, but it was awful. No, it was terrible. Okay.
No. Hopefully they don't watch the video.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to hurt their feelings, but it was awful. So I always get DiGiorno when I can afford my own because that was awful.
Yeah, I always mention.
Yes, no. If they gave it to me, you eat it. That wasn't an option growing up.
Yeah, what's that?
If we didn't eat our food, then we'd go to bed.
Well, yeah, sometimes you eat your
or we'd stay there until we eat it.
That's true. Yeah.
That is exactly what my mom did, you know, because she was like, your cousins don't even have anything to eat in the Philippines. And I'm just like waiting there, and I'm like there for like 2 hours. Everyone's watching TV. I'm like, oh man, I have to eat this broccoli, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. You guys already answered this in your video. Has anyone in your family gone to watch or has ever been involved in a monster truck show?
Yes, and yes.
Absolutely.
And who's your favorite? Who's your favorite?
And
Bigfoot?
Gravedigger.
Nice. I've always wanted to go to one.
So much fun.
Something about that, something funny is we went to it and then I took off my earmuffs because I thought it's not too loud. But then we went to go and I go, oh shoot, I forgot my earmuffs.
Yeah, we lost them.
Yeah, and then the exact same pair. Mama bought them.
But you did get a Gravedigger T-shirt out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I crawled under the trailer to try and get my old toad.
Yeah.
And then it got ripped up.
Wait. So he caught a toad, and the toad escaped and then ran over the trailer. So yeah.
I caught it under a tarp. And then it rained a lot, so there was like a puddle under the trailer where there were a bunch of tadpoles, and I put it there. I go in the house to get some water. I come back and I see it under the trailer.
Wow.
So then, me and my uncle, we go diving under the trailer to get it, and we never saw it again.
No, we never saw it again. This dude catches everything. He caught a gopher with his bare hands the other day. Like, who does that?
That's amazing.
And luckily, Mom let me keep it in the house, in this room.
In a cage.
And she let me keep the toad in my room. She let me keep a fish in my room.
In all fairness, I don't know if you told her about the toad. Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, no.
I remember I was at the circus one time, the Big Apple Circus. This was like, I want to say early 90s or maybe like late 80s, like 89 or something like that. And we were watching it, and I'm just like, you know, I was a hyperactive kid, so like I couldn't sit still and pay attention for a long time. And I was just like playing with my sneakers, and like one of them fell and like went all the way down, like under the bleachers. And my mom was like, we're not going to get that. And I just had to go home with like one shoe. Yo, my mom is a hard teacher, man. She's like, we're not going to get it.
So about the toads and the lizards and the gophers.
Okay.
I brought a lizard to one of my friend's house from school, and we put it in a cage. We finally got it out from a little cave that's super glued or hot glued, and
wow.
And it escapes from our hands, and or it's luckily they found it like a month ago.
In the house.
Yes, in the house.
Yeah,
it escaped in the house.
The mom wasn't too happy about that. She didn't grow up here. And so she like moved from LA, so she's not used to lizards in her house. So good job. He has not been back to that house yet.
Oh man, that's hilarious. Let's get a few more questions going here, and then I'll let you guys get out of here. Let's see. Man, there are a lot of questions here that I can't ask. So, have you ever owned a DVD or VCR combo?
Well, we still do. Who doesn't have that?
I don't have it.
In fact, I have one in my room.
Yeah, it's right over there, man.
Oh man.
You know, it's funny. We don't own a Blu-ray though.
The only reason why I have a Blu-ray is because I have a PlayStation 4 and that plays Blu-ray. But other than that, like I don't have a dedicated Blu-ray player. All these DVDs in the back here, that's my lady's DVD collection. It's not mine. You know, the first time I came over here, I was like, I think this might be it. You know, after I saw the movies and stuff, I was
She's
like,
the one.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. You know. Let's see. Let me ask you guys one more question. And then we'll move on to something else. I have all these questions here. I can't ask, like, do you have any tattoos with an ex's name on them? I'm not asking that. I'm just saying it's funny because I can't ask it. Has your toilet bowl ever had the product known as Blue Magic in it?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys have it now?
It has? What is it? I don't even know what that is.
It's when you flush the toilet and it's like blue and it like disinfects it, but it like leaves a stain in your toilet bowl.
That's cool. No, we've never had that.
Yeah, we have.
We have?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
He's outing you right now.
I guess we have.
I think I know more than Dad.
The secrets are revealed, man. Well, the rule book says you guys are trashy, but you are all class in my book, man. Thank you guys for doing this podcast. It was absolutely a blast to have you on here. If you ever want to hop on to a live or something like that, although it can get a little raunchy, you're more than welcome to do that. I do one every Monday. And if you guys ever want to do anything, you want to collab on something, I'm totally cool with that. The door is always open for you guys. And everyone watching the show, please subscribe to the Shredder Reviews on YouTube. And what are you guys on Instagram?
The Shredder_Knife Reviews.
The Shredder _Knife Reviews. It's the Shredder Knife Reviews on YouTube. I made a mistake. Like, sorry. The Shredder Knife Reviews on YouTube. Subscribe to them.
No, thank you.
This is your boy in the NYC. It's me, Ray, and the Shredder Knife Reviews saying peace.
Yo, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to hit that bell icon so we can squad up in the comments.